had my own property management firm that specialized in finding housing for low-income people. That project failed. The company went out of business, separated from my wife. I had about 4 or 5 properties, and because of the real estate situation, I lost all of those properties.
I came out in 2002 from being incarcerated for 6 years. Because at the beginning, I was going through all this training. I wanted to be a police officer for Chicago Housing. Unfortunately, I can't be that anymore because of my background.
I used to be fine. I used to work in New York and everything was fine. I have a sister here and she told me that the things are better here, but when I came in, I go like, oh, my goodness. And I came in the first night cry and then like depressed, thinking all my problems. Because, you know, no job, 5-year-old boy I have.
Sleeping at night is not that easy, you know. And then you wake up and the reality is there, you know. So.
There's so many stereotypes that come along with, you know, people that happen to be in a less fortunate situation than all of us. A lot of the other organizations they've been to, they just kind of talk to them that like they're a blank wall. They really don't care about what they really need, their feelings, their aspirations, and
people are more likely to have kind of find persistence in employment and in housing if they feel supported versus when they feel isolated. And so we try to help them get that community support as well. So we do that through the relationship with our volunteers and clients form with each other, and then also what we call the internal toolkit. That's sort of like the qualities that we all have inside us that help us go through tough situations, and that kind of voice that, you know, that helps you say, you know, I've been through something tough before, so I know that I can make it through this.
It was the hardest part of my life when I first started coming here. I was used to success, and defeat kind of slapped me in the face. You lose your family, you lose your job, and your health goes bad all in a 6-month period. You get kind of disoriented. I was extremely vulnerable when I first came here. She listened to me, she made me cry, she made me smile. But at the end of the day, she gave me encouragement to get up out of that hole that I was in. And I'm always ready to cry thinking about it, you know. It was hard, but she helped me through it, and things have gotten better.
I put out many resumes, but every time I went in for the job interview and for the assessment test, they were like, yeah, we're really interested in having you work for us. And they said they would call me, but every time they would call me, it would be like, I'm sorry. I came here and I talked to Margot, and Margot said, well, we can't just give up. It doesn't matter, we can still try. So we started doing that.
You feel like sometimes like I'm the one that have problems, you know, but when you go there, you feel like, oh, I'm somebody special here, you know what I mean?
And I feel like when people come in, they're genuinely happy because the Lyft advocates treat them as people. And I feel like that's not a thing that they feel most of the time, and they don't get to have real conversation with a lot of people, and they can't really get to experience like how it is to be like in a better situation. Lyft grants something that should have always been there to begin with.
What we do is we partner volunteers, most of whom are college students, but volunteers from all over, to work one-on-one with low-income community members and help them develop an individualized goal plan to chart their path to whatever state of well-being and economic stability they want to achieve.
So you can feel, you know, as if you're brother and, you know, brother relationship, you know, helping one another. It's like a home for me. The Lyft office is like a home for me.